I don't know if this is working well or not. There's Walshy Poo. I don't see any comments that are up here.
Are you actually live?
It says I'm live. I hope I'm live. If anyone's out there, please let me know. Welcome to the Thin Line Defense Co. YouTube channel. Sorry for having such a horrific start here. We're in a hotel on hotel internet right now. Walsh and I say hi, Walsh.
Hi, Walsh.
We're on our way to some training from Jawless Hog. Hey, your favorite libertarian. What's up, dude? So this is probably going to be a short live chat tonight. It's like 9:30 tonight, and we have to get up still and do some more driving tomorrow. So if you got any questions, let us know. We're just going to talk about last week's videos, kind of talk about what we're working on, and then we're going to close it out so we can take showers and go to bed.
What did we do last week?
What did we do last week?
Oh, I don't know.
I remember.
Go.
The Manticore.
Oh,
Manticore-R.
awesome. Yeah, that was the video with Nocturn. You got to play with that. We're going to be doing a bunch more. This is very professional. Like, what are these idiots doing? Like, it's very professional. I'm editing more videos that we're trying to do. So the Manticore is pretty awesome. I like getting time with that. If you guys got questions, let me know. We're going to do more on the accessories and all that stuff like we talked about in that video.
Yeah, and huge shout out to Nocturne. So we're doing this night vision course with Jawless Hog. It's going to be tomorrow night, Saturday night, hopefully not Sunday night, but we'll see. And then, but anyways, Nocturne sent us out was it a katana setup?
No, the Tanto Daisho setup.
Okay.
Same one we reviewed before, so we get to use that one again for the training.
So it'll be my first foray into dual nods.
Yeah.
Merc 420 says, "Hell yeah, TLD pillow talk." Your favorite libertarian. My question is, where's Cloud Defensive EPL? That's a good question.
Oh, that's that pistol light.
The pistol light. Yeah. Is it out yet?
I don't think so. They were supposed to have some dual switches, and the dual switch never came out either. So I don't know what's going on.
Your favorite libertarian. You'll probably get it when you get your metal pocket clip. So it's kind of a dig.
It is funny that Cloud Defensive had like 5 or 6 new products last year, and then like none this year. Well, they had one. It's not the dual switch I want.
It's a not good dual switch. The other video was the MedicBox, MedicBox subscription box. So I really like that subscription box in terms of subscription boxes that we reviewed before, because all the stuff that's in there you would actually use. Like, I like that you have the ability to, over the period of a few months, build a good quality belt IFAK. So if some people may not have $120 to drop in a month on something, you might have $40 a month that you can drop on medical supplies. So over a 3-month period, you'll get enough for a full belt IFAK. The 3rd month box has shipped, so I will be getting that in. Not sure if I'll do a full video on that yet. We'll see, but I'll show you guys that when it comes in. Zach Fett with some Wizard them knees, Wizard get your nods. Joe and Cody are both MIA. Joe said that he's probably not going to be here. Cody has not said that. So Zach Fett also says Cloud Defensive seems to have fallen off.
Yeah. Maybe they're...
Maurice, what's up, Maurice? Says, hello, you guys rock, Wizard. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, it's always Maurice.
Yeah. So again, it's going to be a short live chat tonight, just because it's almost 9:40 where we are. So we gotta get to bed so we can get up and drive tomorrow. So what we're working on this weekend, we're meeting up with HRT and the Jawless Hog guys. This is something that it was kind of like we cooked it up with the Jawless Hog. It's going to be a scenario-based night vision training, but the focus is going to be on kind of the tools and the skills that go along with night vision use, not just shooting. Like we already did that video, shooting a gun under nods. So it's going to be a lot more on like, when do you use task likes? When do you use strobes? How do you drive under? Yeah, do you use them? Yeah. How do you drive under nods? So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be out playing in the woods for a couple nights, and get to hang out with some cool people with Jollis Hog and HRT. So we also have. I brought a bunch of stuff out with me, so we're going to be doing some content. Like Walsh and I will be doing some content together. This is something that you're going to see. I don't know, quarterly probably from us. That's my goal. Is you done editing? Come on over here.
No, I'm just coming over to hang out. It's just rude. I'm just being rude back there.
I thought you were going to edit.
I can't now. People are just looking at my legs.
Yeah, so this is going to be something that we're probably going to try to do quarterly, where I fly out to Nebraska and we kind of do more. Hey, Harry's here. What's up, Harry?
Oh,
So what trickery is this?
We were worried that your name got changed.
Yeah, we saw a name that was very similar
A
to
Harry
yours.
style name. Yeah.
Yeah, and I read the comment and I looked at him and I go, did Harry get in trouble again? So
We were driving. Yeah, so we're gonna do. I brought all the bull pistols with us, so Jason hasn't shot any of those. So we can compare stuff versus the Prodigy. You got the PSA.
yeah, I got the PSA Micro Dagger,
which is
C1, which has a built-in comp. So we're going to see how that performs.
we're gonna play with those.
Haven't shot it yet.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to mess with. Night vision and stuff that he hasn't played with. So there's a lot of the night vision stuff he hasn't played with. We're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do some night vision driving. So that could be entertaining. We're not gonna go on the street or anything. We're gonna
Go through the woods.
yeah, we're gonna go through the woods like normal people. That's how. I mean, I don't know if you would drive night vision on the street. I think you missed the point. But yeah, learning a bunch of stuff with that. One big one I want to bring everybody that was a new one. We're actually going to have Jesse from Defense Mechanisms come on what day is that?
Tuesday.
The 3rd?
Yeah.
Is it the 3rd?
I think it's the 3rd.
You guys are so prepared for this.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
3rd.
Tuesday the 3rd. So Tuesday the 3rd at 7 p.m. Central. I'll start putting some stuff out soon. We're going to go on our Discord. And no, they're not going to be on Discord, are they?
No, it's going to be. We're gonna be on EVMux.
Okay, so that evening I'll let it out. So I was thinking they're gonna be able to join us on Discord. I don't know if they're gonna be able to actually do that. We'll figure that out. So we're gonna be doing something where we're gonna be working with Jesse and some other guys. We're gonna be doing some Ready or Not training. We're gonna do actually training CQB using Ready or Not, the game, which is very interesting because you can meet in different places. And
so Mission 7 Tactical says there's an entire other stream of people wondering where you were. Yeah, so we had a hiccup with EVMux tonight as we were trying to start this live. It gave us an error saying like they weren't able to generate the live.
If there's two lives going, that's going to be amazing.
No, I think the other one turned off, right, guys? Because I saw that it kicked out to Discord saying, "Hey, TLD has produced a video."
That's awesome.
So that was an error on our streaming service. I know if Joe was here, he would say this wouldn't happen with StreamYard. So yeah, we basically had to reinitialize and restart the stream, and here we are.
So I'm gonna play with it and see if I can also the same. We're gonna do the training live.
Did you guys at band camp?
We're gonna do the training live with Jesse and them. Well, we're not gonna do it live. We're gonna do it. We're gonna record it, but I'm gonna see if I can also share my screen on Discord so you guys can at least listen in and join in as we're doing it live, and then we'll edit it all up and capture it all up. So it's gonna have some of the silly stuff. We're gonna have to like set everybody up for OBS and get their views set right and all this stuff.
And we're trying to work with the game developer to see if we can get. Did you ever say that?
No, not yet. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're trying to get a what do you call it? A stream key or
just a game key.
A game key so that we can give that away.
Yeah.
Harry says NVG course. Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Kind of. And like we said, we're talking about doing this one. Like previously, we talked about using the gun, and using the gun is so much. I'm in two different streams at once. Did something happen
to the time space continuum? Hopefully, the other stream is not running. Some people said that it's off. Harry says it's off.
Oh God! Okay, what a mess.
Zach said he posted the link in the chat over there. Thanks, buddy.
I forgot. Oh, we're talking about So most of the training we go to is everybody just focuses on the gun, right? Everybody just focuses on like, well, here's how you shoot things. Like, okay, but let's say we were in a mission or we had to do something, even getting from point A to point B. How do you use all the other equipment? Like nobody really talks about that. Like, the 1% of the entirety of what you're trying to do. Okay, now you know how to do that. But what about the other 99%? Like, How do you use radios? When do you go white? Like we talked about, when do you use strobes? Do you use strobes? Like there's so many things that we're like, let's learn how to do these things. How do you travel between stuff?
How do you set up your vehicle if you know you're going to be riding on your vehicle?
Yeah, do you set it up? Like, so we have a ton of questions ourselves. We're like, we want to learn at the same time that they're going to teach us and then share it with you and do funny stuff with it. But using, I mean, I guess I think it's kind of silly sometimes when there's a lot of training and a lot of like, I mean, I think there's some $900 classes on how to shoot a gun under nods. And I'm sure there's some nuanced specifics, but ultimately it's aim your reticle at it, aim your laser at it, and press fire. Like you're not dealing with something wildly different. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think there's some frustration that I have of, especially someone that's traveling. I'd have to travel, using an airplane come out to training when a lot of airlines only like your max allowed 11 pounds of ammo, and then the training says you need to bring 1,000 rounds. Like, I guess I have to like fly out there and buy the ammo there,
or ship it straight to the training.
Or ship it straight to the training thing. Like, there's a lot of, so I'm not in favor of classes that are going to have like.
What do you think about this too?
That much.
Most ammo, a lot of places you have to have the same address as your billing. Yeah. So sometimes even that, it's just a problem. So sorry.
It's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
So I look at a class and I see you need to bring 600 rounds of 5.56, 400 rounds of 9mm. I'm instantly turned off. Like, no thanks. Mer 420 says, I'll give you the class for free and treat you like a new private in the woods. Be prepared for 6-hour guard shifts in a bush.
Like, what do we do here? Like, nothing, man.
And you just only sit there. Use $18,000 a year. Yeah.
Well, sounds like being an E1 again. It sounds glorious. I definitely want to do that again. So yeah, we're trying to get into that. So if you guys have some ideas, you guys know how to hit us up on Discord, Instagram, things like that. You can let us know what we're thinking. We kind of have a good framework already. We kind of drove down and thought of some things while we were driving as to what we would want to see with the questions we have.
Oh. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking about showing them the possible picture for the new live chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So okay, you gotta lean them into it. You can't just like jump into it.
So I was talking to him about creating a new.
Why are their eyes so messed up?
I don't know. Creating a new thumbnail for the live chats. Let's see if
I was saying do a new thumbnail for every single one because you can just use. Because I was like, dude, just use AI for it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna see this and be like, what? Is that even? Oh, there it goes. Wait, you have to click. Oh yeah, Jason also didn't bring his mouse, which is great.
Yeah, so I'm running everything on my trackpad,
which is horrible.
So that's 076 says deck thumbnails.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Okay,
if they're all just thumbnails of the deck.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
So anyways, that's something that we are looking at possibly doing.
That picture is ridiculous. It's like.
Zach Fett, I understood that reference. Yeah. So a lot of things, it's kind of fun. We did this before. The last time that I came out to Nebraska to hang out with Walsh, we went to a Jawless Hog course. And so we spent, a combined round trip 24 hours in the car, just cooking up ideas of funny, stupid stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't know if we should share.
Gene and Roy came out of that road trip.
Yeah, like, should we share the trading card idea?
No, not yet. We're fleshing out.
Some ideas we're fleshing out. Some
was it Bang Boys?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you gotta wait. We gotta get some legality of whether or not we can make this.
Yeah. Mer 420 says Ridgeline hit me up about working for them. There was almost a chance you could take a class with me saying dumb stuff in the background.
That's perfect.
So this is something that, like, I don't think the Jawless Hog guys know what they're getting into with us.
We love them, by the way.
Yeah, we absolutely love these guys.
They're probably the most fun people to hang out with.
But we scripted a joke, and we didn't tell them about it. It's a really good joke. And depending on how the question that we have for them is, when you're doing nighttime operations, do you have call signs?
And don't ruin.
I'm not going to.
Don't ruin too much.
So that's the question that we're going to ask them.
Yeah.
And depending on the answer, we have a response, and it's going to be funny either way.
And it goes into the previous part of it because we're going to be doing some stuff with radios and Yeah, it's
But
It's
yeah,
really
we
good.
cooked that up,
It's
and
really
they're
good.
probably like, "You guys thought about this?" Like, yeah, we spent 9 hours in the car
We
thinking
spent
about
all this time. Like, we're just thinking of stupid jokes to say to people.
Yeah, we have some ideas for Shot Show as well to kind of make that way more entertaining.
Yeah.
That I think the really good ideas I wrote down.
Yeah.
I took notes on them.
Because last time we're like, we didn't write any of these down. Like,
Yeah, the
should've.
only one that we remembered was Gina Roy.
Which was a good one. But it was also like we were laughing about like the Gene and Roy was just jokes we got, and like no, everyone else was like, "Who the hell are these two random idiots?" At the beginning of the video, like we just die. Me and Jason would call each other, just die laughing.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that one? I did the ladder joke, and nobody got the ladder joke for like months.
Yeah, yeah, the latter 1911 Drew, and they have no idea what they're getting into. They don't.
No, it is. Yeah, we're gonna do some good content.
Zach Fed, the TLD team is like Voltron. 2 is manageable, 4 to 6 are not.
Yeah, could you imagine getting the whole group of us
All
together,
of us
like
here.
like at SHOT Show and everything, like Joe running around,
Yeah,
and then
dude, Joe was amazing at SHOT Show because, like Walsh is definitely the peacemaker. He goes to even companies that don't like us.
Oddly enough,
Yeah, oddly enough, he's a peacemaker. Like companies that don't like us, he's like relatively kind to them. Joe literally walked up to Hatefield and was like, "I'm your biggest fan, and no one will talk to me."
why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
And it was like the VP of worldwide sales, and he's like, email me and we'll figure out what's going on. It's like, okay. He's like, hands to me, Walsh, email that guy. Guess what happened?
They didn't.
They didn't respond.
Hence the nickname Hatefield.
They did not respond. Like, okay, fine, who cares?
Yeah, that was some thought that we had too, or that at least I had. It was like explaining our stance on some of these things. Not
What things?
on like Springfield or Glock or whatever the case may be. It's tough. It's tough getting into that.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? I mean, we probably all have our own. So
yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen Croak on tonight. I know there's been.
He's probably on the other stream.
Yeah, wondering where we're at.
Yeah, he's like, guys, I'm in here.
Trying to comment on. That means there's 2 streams on like, I don't know, Twitter and Rumble.
So what's funny too, like when I looked at it to make sure it was running, there was like 2 people in it. I was like, wow, that doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, Twitter and everybody, it's gonna be a complete mess. Like, thanks EV Mux for making it such a great service.
I know.
This never happened on StreamYard.
Shut up, jerk. But like we said, so those of you that are just joining us, Walsh and I, it's like 9:50 now. We're cutting this short tonight. We got to get up and still drive tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. We were messaging Ben from Bull Armory, and we were supposed to talk to him this morning, and then something happened, and we weren't able to. And so we were like, "Hey, we're on the road for the next 8 hours. So if you need a call, like, we're free."
We're doing 8 hours driving today, and then I got like 3 or 4.
And he replied with, "You could drive all the way across Israel in 6 hours." Like, yeah, dude, America's big.
Imagine too, like all the way across. Like, you could, if you lived on the edge, you could drive 6 hours and then drive back in the time it would have for our whole our one leg.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna see everybody tomorrow. We're meeting up. We're gonna be doing a bunch of shooting. We're gonna be doing a bunch of content with HRT also.
Yeah.
So
like for their channel.
Yeah, for their channel, we're gonna be joining some of their stuff. I think we're gonna be doing some. I'm not even sure. I don't want to speculate and just say it on live what we're doing. I don't even know what we're doing that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be surprised with them too. But I brought a bunch of the bull pistols along with, so they could try them out. So Jason can try them out for his stuff too. So
I brought my Prodigy. I brought my PSA micro dagger.
Oh, this is my first time seeing the Prodigy. I wasn't in love, and I told Jason, like, he started to kind of get to compare the two from the bull and the Prodigy. And the grip is just a ton better on the bull.
Controls
are a billion times better. I tell you that.
But the trigger was great.
I
like the trigger.
The Prodigy trigger was good,
and the slide. You got smooth action.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't mind the slide. I didn't really like the thumb safety.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. The thumb safety. I didn't notice this on most other 2011s. Thumb safety is not normally a different size on the right side and the left side, but I did notice even on the bull, it's slightly larger for you righties on the left side, but like it's not very small for my side, so I never noticed it. On the Prodigy, it's almost tiny. So Joe always taught me to kind of like to bear down on the safety too. And it seems like there's a weird. I'll have to show it to you again, but there's almost like a flex in the safety that I'm not used to feeling. So, didn't love the Prodigy. I mean, probably for the price point, it's fine, but it felt like a staccato P, like with how big and obnoxious that is. And I don't know, I just didn't love it.
1911 Drew said, "Wait, where are you guys going?" We're going to Chillicothe, Ohio.
Chillicothe,
Ohio. Your favorite libertarian says, "Tell Daniel and Chris I said hi if they're there." Chris will definitely be there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about Daniel.
I don't know. Hopefully, it'd be cool if Daniel's going to be there, but I don't think so. I think we're doing like a smaller crew, and we're doing way more of just like screwing around. Like it's going to be like these videos are going to be good. Like we thought of some stuff. We were going to do one. Like we'll be honest with you, we were going to do one video. We were going to do. We kind of told HRT this too. Like, hey, we're going to do this one video and go all the way to the end.
It's going to be like 45-minute long
video. The super long video of learning all this stuff. But then we started really like, well, what do we really want to talk about? What do we really want to go over? And it became so much of like, all right, well, it's like, okay, everything either gets 30 seconds or we break the videos up. So
that's what we're going to do.
So we're going to break them up into some smaller piecemeal 15-minute videos. But then we can get into more details of like, okay, how did this task light actually do compared to that one? So a little bit more product review at the same time. And same with driving. We want to compare, like, okay, hey, driving on nods like this. Okay, how's it driving with one with one PVS 14? Like, does that change the game, or does that work?
Does it mess with your depth perception?
Yeah, so we don't know. We're gonna find out all this stuff.
Mer420 says, Jason, how do you like the HRT stuff? So I personally like the HRT belt more than Walsh. Walsh likes a DM belt more than I do. I like the HRT belt more than he does. In fact, I brought my HRT belt for this class, and actually I'm going to be running the Prodigy and the holster that I got with my Prodigy on the HRT belt. We got that all set up. I don't have one of their carriers, but during this class I will be using Walsh's A-Jac, so I'll let you know next week. I'll have a better answer for you.
And I'll caveat that too. I don't dislike the A-Jac. It's just not my the ARC. I don't dislike the ARC. It's my number 2, right? So it's like, is that my number 1? No, I kind of like the mech belt better, and Jason's just opposite of me, where he likes the arc belt better because just the way things secure up,
the way you integrate
and lock into place. He likes how secure it locks into place. I like the opposite, where it's not necessarily completely locked into place, where I can take things apart. So if I'm in the middle, like I noticed this in the DM training class, which we can talk about later, when I was in the middle of something and I had a pouch that was in the way, I just reached down, scooped underneath, yanked the whole thing off the one wrap, and just tossed it. I was like, that's gone. So I could, in the middle of a mission, change things out. Where
you also got to think with him, if he's doing pouch reviews and things like that, he probably wants a belt that you can switch out easier on. And with the HRT ARC, if you're integrating into their Tegris, it's not that easy. The DMX belt is far easier that way. Hey, Croak is here finally.
I'm confuzzled,
but I'm here. Yeah, sorry, we had a hiccup with EV Mux.
Yeah.
Zach Fett says, I can tell you exactly how driving with the PVS 14 is. Not fun.
Oh, I'm excited. So so we're gonna do all that. We're gonna see how it kind of goes, and test it out. So
1911 Drew says, I felt like Nicolas Cage in Firebirds wearing a PVS 14 while driving.
Oh, I'm excited because we're gonna take turns too. So we have all these cameras, so we're gonna be able to do first person views through our nods. So you're gonna be able to see what we can see. We have some PVS 14s set up on cameras. We have some digital cameras that can record too. So there's all this footage that you're gonna hear of us complaining and talking, and then be like, all right, now do one nod. Be like, okay, so we'll rotate one up and be like, okay, now drive. Like, oh God, I can't see anything. It's gonna be a good time. So like we said, if we wouldn't have broken those videos up, then that driving portion would have been like we calculated out
super minuscule.
It would have been like 3 minutes. And so instead we're gonna get like, okay, we're really gonna get into the weeds about it. We're gonna talk about vehicle prep. Do you do vehicle prep?
We might drive the side by side for a half hour to an hour and like actually get some time behind
some good footage. Yeah, we got a short plan. It's going to be good. What's Zach doing now?
Mer420 driving with quad. Zach said he understood the reference about Nicolas Cage. And, Doc Cypher, my only issue with HRT is the carriers don't fit me well. From what I saw, again, I don't own an HRT carrier, but from what I saw with the A-Jac, I think I'm going to like it, and we'll see.
Oh, get that Croak one.
Yeah. Croak says you should be getting your digital NV in the next week or so, Jason. I did see that Hoplite. So I bought the dual nods from Hoplite Gear.
I'll pause you. He's already regretting not getting the quads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So I was hoping to have them for this training. Again, huge shout out to Nocturn for kind of stepping up and helping us out with this training. They sent me the 2 Tontos with the Daisho bridge to use for this training. But I'm thinking by the time I get home, which is in about a week, my Hoplite Gear duals should be there.
Yeah.
Mer 420 says, you like the mag pouches I sent you? Yeah, dude. I already have on all of my belt setups right now have all gone to HRT, the HRT ARC pouches. They're my favorite pouches right now.
I have some secret. No, I can't say.
Yeah,
that.
don't say
I
it.
can't say.
Your favorite libertarian,
pouch.
dang, you got the L back? You fancy. So it's I didn't purchase it. They didn't send it to me. It's Walsh's. I'm just using it.
It's the review one.
Yeah.
We used it before. I used it in training last time we came out here. I used the L back. So I'm gonna wear the
What do you have?
I'm gonna wear the
Dynamic Principles?
Dynamic Principles DPC this time around. So I have on the mech belt and DPC, and then he'll have the L back and the arc belt. So we're just kind of showing some different gear, running some different stuff that we've never. I mean, mech belt I play with a ton, but the DPC I've never really done stuff with. There is a super good video for next week though. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Like I've been editing it. So the one coming Sunday is the Bull EDC video, which Croak put up an awesome post.
Yeah,
it kind of covers it. Like it just does so many things.
It outperforms you in shooting.
Yeah, it outperforms you in shooting, and I think it's more practical. Where it's like, hey, the TAC Pro is cool, but it's just heavy. Like, are you really gonna carry this around? Like from a range gun, it's probably the most fun range gun I've ever had. But from an EDC standpoint, like an actual carry gun that actually a combat pistol, the EDC is just. It's phenomenal. And I even looked at my own footage where I don't want to get too far into this because I'm going to do a comparison video. But I was like, oh, I kind of like last year's better. And even Jason said, I kind of like the balance of last year's better. And then I watched the shooting footage of me shooting this year. And there's just like no recoil, no ports, no comps, no nothing. And it's just going.
No, I haven't shot it yet. So I don't, just from the feel of it, I like Gen 1 EDC better than this year's.
Yeah. It's heavier. It's interesting. It's like 50 grams heavier than 50 grams lighter than last year's. But so there's a video that's coming the week after that, which I'm working on right now, which is there's a ready or not loadout.
Oh yeah.
And it is it's fantastic.
It's gonna be great.
It's like a meme, like a straight from the beginning. I even asked because it's with Dynamic Principles, kind of showing off the DPC in a realistic configuration, and I was like, how do we go over this? He's like, just lean into the meme as hard as you can. So it's just like, oh, dude, you guys are going to love it. It's just jokes on jokes on jokes. Like, it's a good time.
Let's see here. So, Zach, your favorite libertarian. I'm interested in seeing how the Hoplite duels do. Keep me posted. Yeah, I think this is going to be good because I'll see, the Nocturn Tontos with the Daisho bridge. We also have like some no-name digital duels that was sent to us. So I kind of see like what those are like, and then I can compare them with the Nocturn ones, or excuse me, the Hoplite ones. So that'd be interesting. Mer 420 Cajun has shown me Cajun has shown me the light. Now I have a 2011 race car too.
Oh, which one does he have? Murph, what do you have now? Let us know in the comments.
Ricochet 845. I haven't seen you before, so welcome.
Hey, Ricochet.
He says, I bought an H-Rack and it fits and feels really good on me. I also have the Bees Combat Cummerbund with First Spear tubes, but still the bags and plates fit and feel very nice and comfortable. Okay. I got to look into that because the H-Rack, looking at it online and seeing the very simple cummerbund, I haven't played with it enough to know if you could is it like Velcro integration in the back? You could put a Velcro cummerbund. Yeah. Okay. So I would probably like that. Yeah. Oh, Murph's got a Fowler V9.
Oh, geez, that's you fancy.
All kinds of Croak says, having shot your 4 1/4 and my new EDC, frankly, can't tell the difference.
And that may be what we come into, and I just think the EDC is just that small. The one from this year is just that small bit of refinement that kind of takes over the edge. So I want to see from you guys' footage and let me know.
Croak says, but I bet if there's any difference, it's that you've got a lot higher round count on last year's model.
Good point too, and I think that's part. And I told Jason, I was like, I got to be careful not to be too different here. Where I've drawn the EDC, last year's EDC, so many times, done so much shooting, and you can just do silly stuff with it that I'm confident with it too.
Yeah.
Where the new one, I'm like, okay, this is a little bit different. It's just slightly different. But then the shooting footage, I'm like, dude, I'm way less recoil with the new one. I'm watching the footage in slow mo, like, and I'm watching last year's, and I'm like, dude, maybe I got better at shooting too. So I was like, I don't know, I need to shoot them side by side same day, and be like, okay, here's my thoughts. So,
the fact that you would have to watch a slow mo camera to see what the difference is tells you that I think Croak's got it. Like, it's negligible.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now, the difference is negligible. They're just fantastic.
So Ricochet says, just found y'all's channel about 2 months ago. First live I've caught. Welcome.
Well, hey, welcome. Yeah. So the live chat, just so you know, it seems like it's super organized. And there was a time and a place where we tried to make it really organized, and Croak and even some others like the OGs had a mutiny, like, no, don't lose the insanity. So it rarely stays on topic. I don't think we've stayed on topic here very long. So you guys drive it. Whatever comments and questions you got, dump them out.
Yeah. Now, the other thing too, Ricochet, is typically these run like an hour and a half. Yeah. The other two guys are not on. We still got driving to do tomorrow, so we're probably going to be cutting it short. I'd say within the next 10 or so minutes, we'll be ending this. So again, we have on Tuesday we're going to be doing. Are we going to be doing it live? The Ready or Not? Or are we just going to record it?
Well, so we're going to be recording in EVMux, but I'm trying to get it. Don't quote me on this. I'll work with you guys. I'm gonna try and get it so people can come in Discord, and at least like I can share my screen, so they can watch us learning in Discord and at least hear everything that's going on. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I'll work through it from a tech side. I'll work my brain into that. I want you guys to be able to watch it live if you want to come on Discord and watch it. But then I'll cut up the videos so like. All like us trying to set it up and like do some basics is going to be cut out, so you guys can see how you can learn CQB from Jesse at Defensive Elements, and because we're gonna grow from a two man group to a 5-man group, and show kind of how the tactics change from a 2-person to like a 5-person team.
Tactical Jawa, what's up, dude?
Hey, and so Jawa's going to be joining in that gaming session along with Dan over at Dynamic Principles. And then Jason and myself. So I got to teach him some CQB. Yeah. This style. He's done his own training, but I got to teach him the style that we're all going to be using. Yeah. So we can all speak the same way.
Ricochet says, as for the A-Track, the back flap is a double setup thing, flap that folds up. Okay. Has Velcro, but under both flaps, similar to AVL. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the kind we like. Yeah.
What am I doing here? All right. Spicy Snafu. What's up, dude?
What up?
Look at these hotel bros. Where are y'all traveling to? We are traveling. We have a lot. We have an arsenal, and there was some states that we drove to. It was like,
don't like arsenals.
Like, you set the cruise control to whatever the speed limit is. And pray.
Yeah, and you just look straight forward. Don't even look down. Like, stare at the road. No, so some of you guys are joining later. So Spicy, we're going to some training with HRT. Kind of we've been sharing with the group before. We're going to be working with the Jawless Hog guys, answering a lot of those questions of how do you use all the other tools. So you go in and do night vision stuff and like, oh, I can use a gun. Like, okay, but in a realistic situation, you got to move from one position all the way to the target, figure out who the target is, engage the target, do all these things, and then actually use your rifle. So that's the shooting. Part. The shooting part is 3 seconds, right? That's 5 seconds. But what about the rest of the day getting there and building up? How do you use task lights? How do you use all the pieces?
And to be fair, one of the things that we're kind of putting the Jawless Hog guys under, I don't know, like unrealistic scenarios. We're asking them to put us under unrealistic scenarios. But the whole point is to get us to learn how to use the tools or build on the skills. Like, how often are you going to be on a mission and you have to drive a side-by-side under nods?
Yeah, and then probably never. Or like we're going to put some other rules like, hey, you need to get to a certain point and you're not allowed to turn the lights on. Okay, that's unrealistic, but we want to do it for the sake of what we're doing. You have to use your task lights or your overhead IR, and you have to use those things because we want to test these tools. Yeah. So it's like we're using them in unrealistic situations. I'm sure we're going to get Reddit Ronnie to be like, oh, but guys, that's not very realistic in the way that you would do things. Like, oh my God, yes, we know, we know.
Croak says, I ended up taking a Sharpie to the fiber optic front on my EDC. Since I'm running a green dot, got a bit faster without that distraction.
See? And so that's interesting because that was something that they always said, like, you don't ever really want to have 2 dots. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I've ever been distracted by it, but it's interesting that he said that, like, yeah, I don't actually want to have
enough.
I don't actually want to have the two dots. Having the red dot and then having the green can be distracting. So it's cool to see someone actually agreeing with him.
Spicy Snafu. Haven't used the Manticore, but the Chimera Bridge and Tonto from Nocturne are solid. Is a Chimera the quad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Spicy, have you used it? I'm really hoping to do stuff. I don't want to do count out of the bag. We won't let it count out of the bag. I'm hoping to do some cool stuff with Nocturne next year.
Yeah. Zach Fett, it's times like this. I wish I had a PC. What do you want? A phone? You pulling a Joe on us tonight?
Oh, wouldn't it be awesome if Zach like wins? Like, hey, you win the Ready or Not game. Like, I don't have a computer. Like, hey, Costco is open.
Here's a $50 game. You got to go buy a $2,000 computer.
Like $1,500.
John Paul, what's up, dude?
Oh, is he new? I don't know.
I haven't seen you here.
I haven't seen John Paul before. Welcome, buddy.
Spicy Snafu, nice. We got invited to do an HRT class at work, but weren't able to make it. Wonder if it's the same one. No, I doubt it. This is one that.
Well, it could have been. It could have been. There was an original larger class that was planned that unfortunately fell through.
Okay.
I think it was actually. I think they were going to come out, and it unfortunately fell through. And we were kind of like, hey, well, we're already kind of planning to come out for this weekend. Can we do some content on these very specific things, testing this stuff? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just do some fun. Let's try and salvage this. So you'll probably be jealous, but hey, they still went. They still did cool stuff.
Spicy. I like the JHT dudes' content they posted on the HRT page. HRT makes good stuff. I'd like one of their carriers, but the AWS Lite is solid. Yeah, so we get out here, and on the drive, we're like 4 hours away from his house, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot a flashlight."
Because I'm thinking like we're gonna like, okay, we're gonna go into so and so, and then we're gonna use flashlights, and I was like, oh, I don't have a flashlight, and I was like, Jason's like, I have a flashlight. Like, aha, movie trickery. Like, let me get out my flashlight. I'll just pull it from nothing. It'd be funny if I did make it like, you didn't have that flashlight the whole time.
Here you go. Spicy Snafu. Oh, yeah, I got like 30 hours running the QTNVG with it. We had to send it back. Sally did a couple vids with it.
Oh,
okay.
That's awesome.
The articulating bridge makes a world of difference with all units, particularly the Panos.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Let's see here. Croak says, yeah, on doubles or bill drills, the fiber can make you break your shot too soon or break it low if you're drawing. Not every time, but often enough you have to stop and think. If the dot was red or the fiber was red, probably be less of an issue.
Because they'd be the same color.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, so Spicy, that's awesome. I definitely want to do more stuff. After having done...
John Paul says, yeah, I'm new. Just watched a live about some dude that got the death penalty. So what's this live about? Not about the death penalty. Did we
do a live about the death penalty?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
So we get into guns and gear review, like tactical gear review. So we do a live every Thursday night. And we just talk about what our past videos were. So the past week's video was the Manticore, the Nocturn Manticore Night Vision.
Hold on, I already like John Paul. He's already saying like, I was just watching some other live and just clicked on this one and see. Now I see these two men in a hotel room together. Let's just see what these guys are talking about. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe it's cool.
So today's episode is about the Black Plague.
Oh, what's this channel? So we do guns, gear, and outdoor stuff. So all of your reviews of tactical gear, mostly battle belt review channel, sandwiches, night vision, pistols, rifles, optics. So pretty much anything you think of from the tactical world side of things, like, hey, I want to know what battle belt's the best. I want to know, we'll tell you what company is going to screw you over the most. Like, really where to spend your money to get the biggest bang for your buck and where to not spend your money.
Yeah.
If you want to, kind of in the prepper realm, I guess.
Yeah, but we also, we're both prior military. There's a lot of law enforcement experience in the team as well. But we try to come at it from like a general civilian purchasing, that perspective. Like, how would the everyday man go about purchasing this item? How would they look at this item? So instead of looking at this would be horrible in a CQB hostage rescue scenario, it's like, hey, it's great. It feels great in my backyard.
Yeah. So yeah, we bring a funny approach to the super serious world of the tactical guys.
Yeah. Ricochet, Spicy. If you're balling on a budget, the A-Track is comfy, relatively cheap. Placards are rock solid, and the straight Molly one is pretty cheap too.
I really love the Modulus placard. It's still one of my favorites. I don't really love chest rigs, and the Modulus is probably I put right up there with the DM and the dynamic principles is starting to really fight with those two though.
So Doc, what's this channel about? Doc Cyber says decks and sandwiches.
So it's also so John Paul, yeah, you have to realize too, there's also like a million tiny jokes to everything. So like you're gonna watch, oh hey, what's up, Zion? So you watch a video and you're like, what are these jokes? Like Walsh is making these like ridiculous jokes, like head nods to people I don't understand. And there's the live chat guys are kind of the inner circle of like, hey, they know the jokes, and there's really a head nod to like 20 dudes.
So John Paul says no one's allowed guns where I live. Either you're in California or some foreign country.
Or like Hawaii.
Yeah, or Hawaii.
Oh, Jason was showing me that Hawaii gun buyback.
Oh, yeah. If you guys haven't seen, there was a big gun buyback, and there were, you think anyone that brings a gun to a gun buyback, they're probably getting a gift card to Chili's for $200, right? Per gun. And some of the guns, like there was a LaRue tactical gun that had an EOTech 512 on it.
It was an AR-10.
I think it was an AR-10. Yeah. Had a magnifier on it. There was a PSR, I think, 91, like the H&K style. I think it was a 308 rifle. Tons of just awesome stuff.
Colts and everything else. Like, oh, it was ridiculous.
John Paul says, if I lived in America, my whole room would be filled with AR-15s. Welcome to the channel.
All right, you are one of us. If you come visit one of us, you're like, are you guys crazy people? Like, nah, we're Americans.
He says, I'm more American than English. We'll get along.
Perfect. Well, welcome, John
and
Paul.
You love cats, so
see, that's even better.
Is your cat an orange cat? Because I learned this yesterday that all orange cats share one brain cell, and his hasn't got his turn yet.
No. And so Zach Fett knows too, because he has an orange cat too. So we share orange cat photos on Instagram, and it's like, is your cat using the brain cell today? Like, no. Like my cat just like upside down and being stupid. Like, nope, not mine. Someone else is borrowing it.
So I'm guessing he lives in England. Xeon Zone. In Cali, we just get neutered pew-pews. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so that's a fun thing we're going to do.
076. We also talk about how carrot cake is horrible.
No, carrot cake. So also, John Paul, I do need to know his vote. So if you could tell me there's something else we vote about. There's two teams here. There's team carrot cake, which is my team. And Jason.
Carrot cake.
And then there's team raspberry pie, which is Joe and Cody's team.
The people that aren't here.
They're not here. So this is basically the team carrot cake live chat. So I need to know if you are team carrot cake or if you're team raspberry pie.
He's like, I'm from England. I'm not used to flavor.
He's probably going to be like, I love raspberry pie. Like, well, good news. You can leave. Like, this live chat's not for you. Another, it's like screen pies.
Tactical Java says, neither. Carrot cake is awesome.
See?
What is wrong with you? John Paul says, I have a cat called Raven.
Oh, that's a black cat, I'm sure. So one thing funny you guys were talking about with doing neutered guns, something funny we're going to try and do is, I think Jason's going to kind of do a series on this, is kind of the interesting thing is how effective are those laws? Are they ineffective? So like if I have to I have 3 10-round mags.
Hell yeah. Hold on. John Paul says, we only eat carrot cake.
Oh my. Team Carrot Cake takes on another member.
And Ricochet 845. First live. Carrot cake for the carrot top.
Look at that. I can't wait to tell Joe, like, hey man, like I got 2 new members of my team.
Yeah.
Stupid raspberry pie team. Anyway, so we're going to test out the magazines and say, okay, how long would it take me to shoot 30
rounds.
30 rounds, but in 3 10-round mags. So if it's like, okay, hey, this takes me 12 seconds. I'm making up numbers. I don't know how much longer. Okay, this takes me 12 seconds. How long does it take me to shoot 2 15-round mags? Because suddenly we have non-scary amounts of bullets by only having 10. I'm telling you, the difference in time is going to be one second.
But I'm then going to go and get someone who's never shot a gun before, or very little time behind a gun, never shot the PSA dagger, and we're going to have them do the same thing.
So we're going to get like this like average time. Like, hey, it took Walsh this time to do it with 30 rounds, and this time with 3 mags, this time with 2 mags. Jason, it took him this time with 3, this time with 2. This novice 3 and 2. Like, so you could see kind of like, hey, like as you're. This is the interesting part is as your skill increases, the effectiveness of the law goes down. What I think we're going to find. This is just our hypothesis, but we're gonna test
Are we
it.
gonna get like a lab coat like Grant then? Like,
Yeah, we have
here's
to.
our hypothesis.
Yeah, but we have to do it like way more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's like green slime everywhere. Like what is that? Like we don't know.
Maurice comes in heavy-handed. Those stupid 10-round salty balls.
Well, I think it's going to be a good argument. Like, dude, these guys tested it, and it's not any slower. So just give us our 15-round mags. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. I love that we said we were going to end this 15 minutes.
15 minutes. It's been like, yeah, it's been forever. And then they're like, oh, hold on, we found the lab. Oh, they're going to close it off. All right, just dump some questions.
John Paul, what are you shooting at? Mainly dogs? I'm kidding.
We're not ATF.
No, we're not the ATF.
Just targets.
Just targets.
Yeah. So it's more of a speed thing. We're going to say, hey, how fast can you shoot these rounds, and having to reload twice or reload once? Because that's the whole argument of, well, hey, it's less scary because they can't carry as many bullets because they have to reload. Like my reload is
pretty fast,
and I know J Murph and the dude and
people that train
Croak, like their reloads are fast. So if you think like, oh, I'm gonna catch him on a reload, like I don't recommend that. Like that's not a good call.
Murph 420. I carry a high point as a drop gun if I get in a shooting. Smart. Make sure you file the serial number off. Don't do that.
It's a joke.
It's just a joke.
Don't listen to anything
It says, John Paul, let's get some shooting love. Yeah, dude. So there's some videos that we have on our YouTube channel of us shooting different stuff. We're definitely heavier into the gear side of it just because YouTube isn't very fond of anything shooting related.
Yeah.
So
and it's kind of a good segue. I kind of talked about it before. The video for Sunday that's coming out is going to be for the Bull Armory EDC 4 1/4. So that's going to be coming out Sunday. I was actually going to have it be a week from now, but we had to flip some things because just timing and things like that. So yeah, it'll be this weekend.
I don't know what this spicy snafu. No, they are not. LOL can confirm. I don't know who is not. I missed something.
I don't know. Yeah. Either way.
Oh, maybe gun laws are ineffective.
Oh,
gun laws
are.
I don't know.
No, yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of our plan. We got like 3 or 4 hours of driving to do tonight or tomorrow. We're gonna catch up with the team.
Oh, YouTube. He says we had like 40 videos get pulled and some age restricted last month overnight. Got a fun email in the morning. YouTube. I mean, okay. Yeah. So we had my MedicBox video got the yellow exclamation point of death. Basically, like this video cannot be monetized because they just said like firearms. And so, what did I do? We re-uploaded it. Oh no! So what I did is is it okay to say on the live like what I did? I cut 1 second off of the.
I would probably share if you want to get with us, and we'll tell you how we've learned from others to get around it. I'll say that. Yeah.
So it's
good now.
We basically uploaded the same video twice. One got greenlit, and the other one did not.
Yeah, and so it just shows you the confidence of the system.
John Paul, no idea how I ended up here, but glad I did. I've subscribed. Thanks, buddy.
Hell yeah! Wait till you see all the jokes. You're gonna be like, are these guys morons? Like, oh, they are.
So what time is it for you? It's like 4 in the morning where you are, isn't it? 4 or 5 in the morning?
Hey, I do want to go back to what you're saying. Let's know what time it is there. I think some channels, so spicy. I think some channels are getting targeted. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I put up like the bull video, and it's like a full-on pistol review, I mean, I don't take anything apart. I've learned that. Don't take anything.
Don't show dropping magazine. No,
I show that. Yeah. There's shooting. There's magazines. There's reloads. I just don't take a tool to anything. And
this is
all my stuff was good.
Ricochet says, Walsh, where'd the whole wizard thing come from?
Oh, okay.
You want to share that?
I will share this. So anyway, so it's spicy. I think some channels are getting targeted because I'm too small for them to bother to target, right? So I'm not getting all the grief you guys are. We're getting some of the suppression still, but not getting the grief of like, oh, you guys can't show that. Like nobody seems to care about me. It's 3:30 in the morning.
3:30 a.m.
John, he literally was like, I'm watching this other live. Now I'm watching this one. Like these guys are sweet.
His girlfriend's gonna be like, why didn't you go to bed last night?
Yeah.
Oh, there's these guys talking about guns.
Yeah. So Ricochet, the wizard thing came from. I actually did a review of a product of a company that I really did like. Like there's a company I liked for a long period of time. I had reviewed a bunch of stuff for them, and they really didn't pay us any attention at all. Like they're like, we're just
And I'll fill in that they didn't send us the stuff for
No,
free.
I bought
We
it all.
bought it all
Yes.
ourselves.
So I bought it all, and I was kind of like reviewing it and saying it was pretty good, but there was some weird, there was some like, consumer experience was bad on a lot of different things. So then finally, there were some products that like Zach Fett bought, like some viewers, and I think one other were like, "Hey Walsh, these were so bad. Would you?
They're unusable.
They're unusable. Would you review them?" And I'm like, "They're that bad?" So people send them to me. So I reviewed this product, and I was like, "Dude, this was so bad." People sent this to me. So I made a fairly negative review. I still have both of these products, though, to add some hilarity to it. I still have them both. And what I got told is, hey, you, whoever you are, you don't have enough experience to have an opinion, right? And I was like, well, I'm some moron. And good.
Yeah, well, it was like worse because it was. They said you need to be a military member.
Oh yeah, like, well, I am.
To have a say on this, and he was like, I am. Well, you need to be in special operations. Well,
Okay.
I'm a first sergeant in special operations.
Yeah, I kind of am. Like I'm in the special forces, the special augmentee. So like I passed all you guys' tests. I've done everything. I am kind of like, oh, we need to be in this unit. Like so the guidepost just kept moving, right? So then he's like, well, people are really taking what you say seriously. So I was like, no, that's not possible. Like I'm some moron in my yard. Like what person is taking this seriously? Like, will you speak confidently?
There's 25 of them on.
Yeah, like you're speaking confidently. People are going to believe what you have to say. So you need to make a disclaimer. Fine, I'll make a disclaimer. So we started this as like kind of a middle finger back to them. Like, hey, we're not some level 100 wizards, right? Who know everything. So, but then the joke, it kind of gained its own momentum.
Steam,
yeah, and it became our own identity where it's like, you know what? Those are the guys, like the wizards, right? Yeah. The goobers, the nobodies, the like, LARPers. Hey, the LARPers, like, hey, your opinion doesn't matter. Like, no, wizard, your opinion does matter. And we're a group of people who maybe we're not the best of the best and the ultra tier goober guys, but like your opinion is still valuable. What you say is still valuable. So it's a way in a wizard way of relating to each other and saying like, it doesn't matter if your opinion is your opinion is still your opinion. Hey, I tried this gear. It's good or bad. It doesn't matter your background. And it's kind of a pretty sweet way to give a middle finger to those guys too. So that's the long-winded
Murph 420 says, the Spit and Raisins guy who makes all the content isn't even soft.
This just makes it even better. It just makes it even better. So yeah, we don't even say the name of their company anymore. We just call them Spit and Raisins if we even mention them at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ricochet, LOL, that's a wild story. Here I thought it was because you're a D&D nerd.
Well, I mean, we
are.
Yeah, I mean, you are.
Yeah.
That's the way to be. I mean, it's this level 22 wizard.
Dan's in the house, says, I'm on the internet. I have opinions. Hear them. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Dan will come in like anything I make. He's like, Walsh, I don't agree with you. And he's like, I don't agree with anything you're saying. I hate it. And I can't wait to use it for target practice on Thursdays. Like, thanks, Dan. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's fantastic.
Doc Cypher, I started Deck Mafia. Oh, cool. I hope you enjoy it.
I want that.
John Paul, still here, says you have heart. That's what matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a really good time with it. And underneath all the jokes, we're going to tell you the truth of like, hey, this product sucks. Hey, this product that costs $800 isn't worth it. Hey, this, that, and the other. Hey, these are good guys we like. So we do have a lot of good relationships in the industry, people we actually enjoy. Whereas like there's a lot of companies who make really good gear and they're jerks. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like they're jerks. They're guys that we call each other like, hey man, I don't like them. Like they're like, yeah, their gear was cool, but I don't want in 5 years. That's who we're hanging out with. Yeah. I don't want to be like that at all. So
yeah. Croak says, Hype Beast Slayers. That's right.
That's our band name. That's my stripper name.
Could that be the trading card? The name of the trading cards? Hype Beast Slayers.
Hey, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. We may steal that. If we steal that, we'll give you $1. Yeah.
There's gonna be a royalty.
All right, we gotta go to bed though.
Yeah. All right, so we still got 4 hours of driving tomorrow.
We've said this 3 times now.
I know, but there's more people that have joined. Oh. So we're gonna be calling it quits here. We're cutting this live chat early. So we talked about what we did last week, what we're doing this upcoming week. We got some really cool content coming out for you guys. We're gonna have a blast this weekend with HRT Jawless Hog. Anything else before we?
Just remind people, make sure if you have questions about stuff, hit us up on join us on Discord. You can talk and join the community there. We're always doing fun stuff. I'm trying to get the Ready or Not night. We're gonna try and do on the 3rd. Jawa's gonna be joining us. Dan Pod. I'm gonna try and make it so you guys can watch it live on there. I'll work out how to do that. If not, I'll get some of you guys' help as to set that up because we're gonna be running it on EVMux. And I'll be recording it there, but then hopefully I can set it up live for you guys on Discord. Yeah.
John Paul, I need to try to get some sleep up in a few hours for work. I'll look you up now that I've subscribed. Thanks.
Man. That's awesome.
The other thing that we're really trying to build is Twitter. So if you
Night, John Paul.
See you, buddy. So the link to our Twitter account is in the description, but it's just Thin Line Defco at Thin Line Defco.
Did you pick that?
That was the only one that TLD Co was
Thin Line Defense.
Thin Line Defense was taken.
Who has Thin Line Defense?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find him. We're gonna find him. We're gonna talk trash to him. We hate them.
Michael Farley's here, dude. You're late, man. We're closing up shop.
We're just about because it's just us. Everyone else bailed on us. We gotta go. What's funny. This is what happened. We basically shut it down, and then all the OGs slowly come back oh, hey, well, hold on, Michael Farley's here, so we probably should just tell him what we're doing and then start over. But we really do gotta get to
bed. I get that.
But yeah, so we have the Ready or Not stuff. Make sure to check out the Bull EDC video on Sunday. We're gonna try and do some cool fun. We got some hilarious shorts.
076 Liberty. Farley, hi and bye.
Yeah, hi, you're here. They're shutting things down. They're closing up early.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll probably be throwing out some shorts of just stuff that we're doing over this weekend. So stay tuned. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. You'll probably see stuff there. The Uber one is going to be. Anyways, we got some cool stuff coming. Hey, what's up, dude? Sarah B, brand new.
Oh,
Despot. Hey, we're closing up shop. We've been here for an hour. We have.
Do we know Sarah B?
No, I don't. So welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
But catch us next Thursday. We're on at 9:30 Eastern time every Thursday night, and we'll catch you guys.
How do people just join? Right, Michael Farley. I at least check. Yeah, so come on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram if you have questions as we're going through stuff. If you think of stuff you want to see, in night vision setting, hey, how does this work? What are your thoughts on this? Hit me up on Instagram. Discord, whatever, we'll be watching it, and we'll be able to inject those things in real time because we're literally going to be making the content and asking those questions tomorrow. So same with night vision. Hey, I want to know if something works in night vision.
Yeah.
So in driving, does this work in driving? Does that? I don't know. We'll try it.
Yeah. So that's it for us, guys. Thanks to everyone that chimed in. Sorry about the hiccup at the beginning. We're glad you made it. And
one last one. I'm gonna give one last shout out. Big thanks. HRT, Jawless Hog, Nocturn, OpsCore, Princeton Tech, a bunch of companies all came together
to make this
trip happen where we can test out all this gear, do all this stuff. So big shout out to those people for helping us make this. And you're going to hear more of us thanking them, but a lot of companies really did.